All right, it is starting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Everyday People and Music. This is a series that I started, live recording and discussion, talking about how creating intentional art can positively impact our communities, why it's so important to uplift and celebrate art and artists. I'm waiting for my friend Marielle McIntosh to join me. She is a folk singer-songwriter, writes conscious, earthy folk music. She's based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. She sings in a band, Marielle and the Flowers. We're going to talk to her here shortly as soon as she joins here, which should be here in just a few minutes. If I did this right, let's see. Yep, perfect. Um, well, while she's waiting to join, I'll just go ahead and talk a little bit more about what my goal is for this series. Right now, it's just kind of something easy I'm just doing on Facebook Live for now, but hopefully I'll be able to get some better recording equipment and find like a stable place to keep hosting it. My goal is to not just have musicians, but artists of all art forms, just basically interviewing them. They show us a little bit about their craft, and if they have a business or if they're musicians, talking about their social media pages, and just different ways we can find out to support these artists who are making a powerful impact in their communities, um, by hosting community events, getting together and doing that type of thing, or just like collaboration, creation. That's what it's all about. Just trying to make the world a brighter space. So I'm really excited to have Marielle here in a few minutes. Just keep hanging out. Let's see. You can find Marielle on Instagram, on Facebook at Marielle McIntosh, or you can find her Facebook, which is, let's see. Oh no, let's see, Marielle, see if we can help you out. I sent you an invite. Maybe, let's see how we can do this. Guest request. It says maybe you can request to join, and maybe that would be a way to do it. Maybe if you send a request, but I sent you an invite. I would say either check your messenger or maybe try to go on like your Facebook notifications. Maybe it could be in there. I'll try to send another invite as well. Let's see if I can. Nope. If you still can't figure it out, I'll end this one and see if we can try to redo it. Let's see. Allow viewers. It says that you can request to join the live stream as well. Oh, there we go. Let's see if that gets it done. All right. All right, it says that it's adding Marielle, so if we just wait a little bit. Oh, there we go. Hello. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I was trying to join from a laptop so just give me a second because I have an automatic lock on my Facebook right now so that I'm not on Facebook too much. So I need to text a friend for the passcode to make sure that I can change it. But like I have some time that I can be on, but I don't want it to kick me off of it. So just give me 1 second and I'm just going to make sure I have the passcode in case that I'm going to get logged off. So, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, take your time. Well, while we were waiting for Marielle to get situated, I hope that everybody is having a great start to their new year. I'm hoping to do a lot of things that I've always wanted to do with my music this year, this video series being one. I've had this idea for a while, so I'm really excited to see what it's going to grow into this year. This is kind of like the experimental phase, so I appreciate everybody just tuning in just to see what it's going to be about. I'm going to have some really awesome, talented musicians. Right now, the goal is to have 8 musical acts. I may do 10, I may do 7. It's going to kind of depend on the musicians. But these are all super awesome artists that I am super excited to share with all of my friends and family. Thank you guys so much. I've been sending invites to everybody to like these musicians, their Facebook page. So thank you guys again for following them and supporting them. Let's see if I can bring Marielle back on. Let's see if that works. Awesome. I think we got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, I am sorry. So I probably will, it may, I may only have 50 minutes. So because I have an hour lock. So,
That's cool. That's
but that's
fine.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just so excited to have you here and thank you for taking the time out of your day to like do this like little experimental video series I've been working on. I'm so excited to have you here.
Okay.
So I have like a little outro and everything. I was just kind of letting the artist, I was gonna like let them introduce themselves, and if you have your guitar nearby, if you want to sing us a song.
Yes. Yes, so I'm Marielle McIntosh. I play as Marielle in the Flowers, and I'm also doing a project called The Farming Artist, where I'm trying to focus as much on sustainability as possible. I believe that if we were all farming artists, we wouldn't be starving artists. And I focus on, yeah, earth-centric music, heart-based music, and just I want my music to be an instrument of change, of peace, and of connection. So, yeah, that's me. And yeah, I could start off with a song.
Yes, anything. I always say play your heart song first, the song that you want everybody who's listening right now, people who will watch in the future, the song that you want them to hear.
Beautiful. All right, well, I'll start off with my little rock anthem that is one of my favorite originals. And yeah, it's called Miraculous Moment. And so I encourage anybody that tunes into this to take a deep breath with me for a moment. And, I play songs that I feel like that I want to help open people's hearts. And there's a lot going on in the world right now where I feel like this song has a lot of hope within it. And to know that no matter what, we are miracles, moving stardust and bodies. So may this song inspire you in some way. Each morning I breathe breath of life, breathing me, I'm blessed. So blessed to be alive and feel the wonder of this life. The fact I'm breathing air, or the fact that I'm aware of magnificence. I breathe innocence, and I know that something cares. I care about me, about you, about us. Love knows what to do about me, about you, about us. Love knows what to do. Do 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 do. do, do. So I stare in onto the wonder of it all, to the wild. I'm a child who smiles. And so I stare in onto the wonder of it all, to the wild. I'm a child who smiles. In this miraculous, this miraculous moment, I take time to notice this miraculous moment. I enter the lotus of new beginnings, seem like endings. We are never ending, infinite beings. Ooh, new beginnings, seem like endings. We are never ending, infinite beings. Ooh, do 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 do. I'm alive and I'm wandering as the storm begins thundering. I am protected, I am safe by the creator of this place. Presence, bathe me in your essence, teach me all your lessons. I want no more guessing. I want to know you, I want to hold you. I want you to mold me into your clarity and the likeness of your perfection, seeing the bold reflection, expanding in all directions, my everlasting love connection, likeness of your perfection, seeing the bold reflection, expanding in all directions. In this miraculous, this miraculous moment, I take time to notice this miraculous moment. I enter the lotus of new beginnings, seem like endings. We are never ending, infinite beings. Ooh, new beginnings, seem like endings. We are never ending, infinite beings. We are miraculous. We are miraculous. We are miraculous molecules made of dust. We are miraculous. We are miraculous. We are miraculous beings made of love.
Awesome. That was so beautiful. I remember the first time I heard you sing that song, you were singing it with the flowers and you were playing your ukulele, and I just was like
Oh,
so into it. I was like, that song is so awesome, so beautiful, definitely inspires hope.
thank you
I
so much.
I would love to talk to you a little bit about that song, a little bit, a little bit more. Just kind of tell us like what was your inspiration? Like how long ago did you write it? Why did you write it?
Mm. Well, it was actually inspired by some poetry by an ex-partner of mine.
Mm.
And yeah, I kind of took words and melded it together and yeah, I think I created it in like a night. And I'm pretty sure I recorded some of it just like on a voice memo. And my ex-partner, she did like a beautiful video with the music to it that was just see. I think it was like just seeing interviewing people and had some of her art in it, and yeah, it's definitely an anthem for seeing the beauty in
Mm.
people and yeah, the miraculous nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely feel it in the song. And I I love all your music, Marielle. I'm so grateful to be here with you and to share your music with all of my friends. And I hope that they do their job and that they follow you, and that I see you out here in Louisiana maybe one of these days playing around here.
I would
Um,
love that.
let's see what else I got. I'm gonna ask you some questions if that's all right. Kind of the whole point of like these episodes with these artists is just to so you have a video to share with other people. Say like, well, who is Marielle? Like, why? Like, what is this artist? What is the farming artist? It's just um just gonna be asking you questions about. Let's see what I got. um what I got on here. I have my little
Ah,
thing to follow
I love
because
it.
I get distracted very easily. Let's see. Okay, so how did you become a musician in the first place? What like drew you to music and like to songwriting?
Mm. Yeah, so my mom says that I could sing before I could talk.
Hmm.
So I've definitely always loved to sing, and I would do karaoke when I was a kid. And so the voice has definitely always been in me and in my heart. And then throughout junior high, I did choir, and I actually didn't like it that much, and
Hmm.
ended up having like some choir trauma because I like ended up getting a solo and just completely botched it in front of the
Hmm.
entire school and got really nervous. And I think the thing with that was that I was trying to make my voice sound like everybody else's, and
Hmm.
I wasn't really finding my own voice within that. And so throughout high school and everything, I got my first guitar when I was 16, and I did a little bit of writing, but I didn't truly find my voice until I was 18, and I was in Washington State. And I had gone on a very spontaneous trip to Pullman, Washington, and I busked for the first time in Seattle, um, and then uh, yeah, went to an open mic, and
Hmm.
it was this ice cream shop where slash coffee shop, and it was the first open mic ever, and so there wasn't like hardly anybody there, uh, but some of our friends and like a couple in the back, and I had a hula hoop for some reason. I feel like I performed with it in some way. I think I may have like interpretive dance with it. I don't know. And I had my guitar with me, and I played the only four chords that I knew, and I played a cover of Kids by MGMT, and then improv the rest and like made up songs to those four chords for the rest of the time. And I remember specifically knowing that the people in the back were students, and so I was saying, I said fuck student loans at some point, and just it was my first channeling experience, I would say, where I'm opening myself up to be a vessel, and I'm just letting whatever wants to come through. And the spirit, the energy that I felt on that um, stage, that's when I knew that that is what I wanted to do. And so I came back to Ohio after that time. I actually went to a year of school at Northern Arizona, where I had these really beautiful synchronistic kind of jam circle experiences, and that's what really uh, helped me continue to expand and get into that flow, has always been jam circles.
Hmm.
And so that is like one of my main loves, is to improvise, because it's like taking what's in the moment and just going with whatever flows through. And so yeah, that is kind of what's led me to yeah, it's music is definitely my first and favorite love. I've seen how when people are in jam circles and when the music is really hitting, you are pulled into a different state where
Hmm.
you are just in a really connective space. And so my mission is definitely to see how community music and just music in general, like my heart songs, when I play them, they resonate. Even songs that I wrote, 5, 6 years ago, I'll sing them today and be like in a state where something resonates. So yeah, that is a little bit about my musical journey.
And how does that, so with you said that you started out like doing the open mics and everything, that like really kind of like that first experience you had really awakened something in you. And that's something I always like to tell people, is that open mics are a great way to get integrated into a music scene and to like get started. If you've never performed before but you want to go perform, you just want to go hear other musicians, like I love the open mics. That's how I started gigging. That's how I started gaining stage presence, was all through the open mics. um, so just to add that in there. But how did all of that lead you to becoming the farming artist, and how did you get into sustainability and gardening, farming in the first place?
Mm, yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't say that I would when you would take the little test in school, I would never think that I was like the really into the earth person until real at Northern Arizona University. I'm a procrastinator as well, and I procrastinated on signing up for classes, and so I got plopped into like the last available course for a first year seminar, and it was trash talk, waste in our world. And it was all about where our trash goes. And it was based on a book called The Story of Stuff by Ayn Rand. And it was like, the professor was amazing, and it was a really activating class, and like made me really passionate about sustainability. Um, Everybody loved that class so much that she ended up teaching another semester, and that whole semester was about using your creativity for community change and civic engagement. And so Flagstaff was going through a plastic bag ban initiative that they were trying to get passed through city council. And so our mission for that semester was to come up with a creative project that we would engage the community to help spread the news about this plastic bag ban. And I did a plastic bag band and got some friends together and wore outfits made out of plastic bags. And my highlight of that was I made a song to sing at city council. And I went in and I sang the song, and it felt so powerful and got a good response. And then Arizona, which is a more conservative leading state, ended up doing a whole law that would not allow singular municipalities to pass a ban. It would have to be statewide. So it was like they saw the movement rising in Flagstaff and put a squash to it. But I am a revolutionary at heart. I don't know where it comes from. I blame it on my Aquarius moon or something. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know why, because I feel like I can be the most peaceful person, but I'm also just like, raw, we're gonna take the system down. So revolutionary music is something that I am very keen to. So how that has evolved to me getting into all the earth stuff now. I have growing gardens, and seeing that us growing our own food is one of the biggest ways that we can create change. And I don't really know exactly where it started, but the dreams of, well, I did start at NAU, did an Earth Jam for Earth Day, and the mission was to get a bunch of sustainability organizations together and also have music, and because music is a great way of drawing people together. And so yeah, the passion for me just comes with, well, if we are all going to get together, like now, and especially now, I just feel really passionate that we got to be doing some work as well. And how that's evolved into the Farming Artist Project is I'm inspired by that because it focuses on just fully focusing on farming and stuff. It's like I have this perspective that as musicians and artists, if we were all in community together, we wouldn't just sit around and make music and art all day. As fun as that sounds, we would be helping cook, we would be helping, grow food. And so I'm interested in those kinds of community models that make us, because we don't have to do it just alone. We're evolving out of small family farms, backbreaking, work and then this individualistic society where if we all work together to grow our food and just to see what kind of community models could come up from that. Music has always been the thing that has been what brings people together. And when, we would celebrate by playing music, we'd have the harvest and then we'd have these festivals that are the community coming together to share in that harvest and to enjoy that. So that's where I feel most inspired, and it feels like my lifelong mission to have music in gardens.
Yeah, it's so important. I was told once, somebody told me, well, do you think singing a pretty song and planting some gardens is going to change the world? And I said, I didn't really know what to say to that besides like for how long has music inspired people? How long has, like, even just myself, by listening to these artists that I grew up listening to, like Tracy Chapman has a song called Talking About a Revolution. And I heard that song whenever I was a kid, and I was like, oh, so activism and art go hand in hand. And I may not be able to change the whole world with one of my songs, but I know a song is going to inspire multiple people who then go on to live like maybe a more compassionate life, or maybe to inspire somebody to get in tune with their inner artist, because that's so important. Just creation in itself is a revolutionary act, because like in like capitalism, it's just like you got to work. If you're not generating any income, if you're not making like all of this money, why even like do it in the first place? But it's like, it's for the heart. It's for not just our heart, but for everybody else who needs that inspiration, who needs hope, who needs to feel understood. Music is that. I would love to hear another song, if you got another song in ya.
Sure. Yeah, so this is my herbal anthem that you definitely heard. I played at Sage Valley, probably while eating violets. And my thing I say is eat your Wheaties. And yeah, my herbal awakening actually happened in 2020 when COVID was going on. A local herbalist named Crystal Judge with Gracious Farm here in the Cincinnati area did an herbal learning series. And the first herb was violets. And so we had all these people showing pictures of them with their baskets of violets. And I'm so excited for when springtime comes to do this. My favorite thing is when the dandelions and when the violets come. And another name for violet is actually heart ease. And in the leaves of them are shaped like little hearts. But the energetic medicine of violets is actually to help ease your heart. And so in that time of real unknown, uncertainty, and turmoil, like, the plants were here. And that's why it's so important for me to, like, I love herbalism and growing teas, and so continuing to work with that. And these plants are here to help us through any hard times. So this is for the violet. And this is for you, Linda Sue, who just posted hearts, and I love you, you beautiful flower. Her violets show that spring is here. There's something different about this year. There's a lot of fear. Things don't seem clear, but the violets are here. Did you know you can eat them? Did you know they have medicine? Did you know her violets grow for you? For you. For you. The earth wants to grow her violet. The earth wants to show you her violet. Her violets, they just didn't pick them in the sunshine. They collaborate and harvest their love. Don't stray your heart. Don't stray your heart. The earth wants to grow her violet. The earth wants to show you her violet.
That was beautiful. So awesome. I love that. Touched me right in the soul. Yes, don't mow your yards no more. Like we've grown past that, y'all. It is time to stop spraying all the chemicals and to realize that like there's a bunch of medicine growing out there right in your backyard for free. Um
Yep.
and I love
Long
that's
hair, long hair.
yes, long hair, speaking it into the future. we that's one of the reasons I want to have you on here is because like I admire your love for herbalism and your passion um for I love I love your songs that you have that talk about like medicinal plant healing, all the things that the earth gives to us for free that is healing and that can cure so much. My friend gifted me a wild violet tincture for Christmas, so I think that's really sweet, a fun
Aw,
connection.
yeah.
But yes, let weeds grow. So that's a beautiful message. And
Hmm.
kind of leading into that, you just released a new album, right? Awaken the Seeds.
Yes, yes, I did. I was a part of a songwriting challenge for this past year, held by Gregory Bogard. For anyone that wants to look him up, he's an awesome musician and facilitator of Purpose Spark, all about kind of getting in touch with your passions and putting that out into the world. And so he facilitates something called The Game, and he's actually going to be facilitating another one in February. But it is a year-long song a week journey. And so that journey started for me last year, 2024.
Mm.
And I, yeah, it was uh, my procrastination and perfectionism, go through all of that. And so if you're late for turning these songs in, you owe $20 the first day. $40 the next day and $60 the next day. And if you don't pay it by the end, you're out. And then everybody splits the pot at the end.
Hmm.
But I racked up $300 in late fees, which luckily I got most of it back. But yeah, so I was kind of like, oh, I should raise money like to help me with some of these fees. And so I just I went back through and went through the voice memos of this album. So the album is kind of scratch track, hearty voice memos, many of them improv, but it means a lot. And it's one of those things where it's like you write something and you don't think that it's good enough, or for me, something that I really want to focus on is focus for the music to like really take it seriously, to get these songs out there and into the world. And listening back to Awaken the Seeds, like most of the songs are about sustainability, or like you keep hearing it repeat, and that's because it's just a lot on my mind right now. And I do feel like yeah, it's an album that I want to go back through and record better, and put a better version of it out. Wanting to do something with it in the springtime, because it's the so-called new year, but my new year starts in the spring equinox, and where it's time to awaken the seeds. There is nothing more important for me than getting out there with the seeds, but also singing with them too. So yeah, that's available on Bandcamp. Awaken the Seeds, Marielle and the Flowers. And if anybody wants to message me, I'll send you one for free, because I want it to be listened to, and integrated. Yeah.
I don't know how Little Stone found it, but he managed to find it online, and we were listening to it. I think it was just last night we were listening to it, and we loved it. We thought it was so beautiful. And the song that you play on the piano, that one was especially like just like heart moving for me. I thought it was glorious and amazing. So congratulations on doing that. That's really exciting to have a project out there. So I hope everybody will go listen to it on Bandcamp, and hopefully you raise your money. Have you raised your money for it yet, or you're still?
I got some from it for sure, and I appreciate anybody who's supported it. And but it was like, it's my responsibility to pay for it. So I did it, and it's great to. It felt good, because everything that I'm giving into the pot is just being split by all of these musicians doing really incredible work together. So yeah, it's been good.
That's really awesome. I definitely relate to the procrastination. I'm definitely one of those people as well. So if I ever decide to do it, which that sounds really fun, that sounds like something I'd be interested in, I will probably also rack up a big bill. But anything to encourage the creativity. Sometimes, like, I guess if you're like me, sometimes a little bit of pressure is good to get the stuff out, or else maybe I won't write the song, or so I want to talk about what kind of like plans or wishes do you have for your community right now, or for, for the world in the future? What are you wanting to like bring, like the energy? What do you want to bring into the world?
Yeah. Well, a lot. I am feeling a lot of like there. I'm definitely a creative visionary. I feel really blessed to have so many ideas. They've been weighing on me a little bit, and I'm in my Saturn return right now, where I'm feeling like there is, you keep coming back around to the same ideas or the same concepts, and I've been so perfectionist and procrastinating, that it's coming up now that it's like, okay, no, you've got to move forward. And it's really scary, and your mind will come up with all the reasons not to move forward. So I'm trying to move through those blocks currently. But some of the biggest, I just got off a call recently today for an organization that's getting started here called Food Not Lawns, and they're it's a network nationwide, but so the networking of sustainability and just getting down to really like how are we feeding ourselves and those kinds of things is what I'm definitely calling in, and how to do that through music and art. So creating a network of musicians, artists, and activists to work together to use our music as a tool to bringing people together, and making sure that when we do that, it's can be for a mission too, because it's so beautiful to get together and play music, and all of in festivals and stuff I've experienced. Just so it's so beautiful because it's modeling community and what could be possible, and so figuring out the ways to integrate that and have good organization is definitely what I'm wishing for. And I've mentioned I want to revive my idea for Language of Light, kind of band music collective, but documenting the songs of awakening, and collaborating, bringing community music back to what we are all doing together, and how we can work together to make big impact and big change. Like I mentioned to you I've been talking about the idea of a radio station, and I'm like, what you're doing right now is so in alignment with like having these conversations and featuring artists and musicians and just creating a new narrative that we're listening to on our day-to-day. The conscious music community is so beautiful and so impactful to be listening to things that are really kind of changing our mindset and bringing more life to what we can do in this world. So however, I love my music, but also like supporting musicians like you and other musicians, and creating networks of accountability and support for musicians feels really important to me because of my procrastination and my perfectionism. Like, we got to move through that and help each other get this music out into the world, because I think we're all activators, and we all are seeing that in such huge ways right now. Shout out to Shay and to Lucinda and to Bobby and Kim Fendi and all these people that were watching this, Jake Davis. All of these are like musicians on these. Sierra Vaughn, Kim Kevin, you're an incredible artist. Like, all of these, just there's an amassing right now of creativity and how we can use that for change. So the music, and then the art. The Farming Artist Project has been kind of centered around art. I do eco-friendly art on cardboard with earth paints, which are all natural, and that is another like process that I feel like is so good for getting out of your head and into a heart space, and can it's just a therapeutic tool for me. So doing more art, but again, I want it all to go to, like, I'm debating on like doing art shows and different things like that, and it's just like, I would love to sell a piece of cardboard to help me buy a farm. That's really, and have a percentage go towards what is really, really building the future, because it doesn't feel like there's any time to waste for that. So that is where I'm moving forward. So I want to go on a sustainability tour, and I'm looking to do some of that this summer, and also know like there's a lot of things I can do locally, but just there's so much that I want to learn, and I think instead of don't want to reinvent the wheel. Like, how can we, go learn from the elders and learn the songs from the elders, and my best moments, and you've been a part of some of those moments, sitting around a fire with musicians. And just having those connective moments. And then if we're all skill sharing as well and learning more earth skills, I think we're going to really create something beautiful. Like the most important thing, I will never lose hope, but I'm also not going to ignore the issues and the problems that are going on in our world. And I feel like there's a lot of like just it's so hard to get out of the matrix right now in the system, but we've got to. And so however we can create and bridge those networks through music, art, and sustainability, that is what I'm here for. And that's my soapbox.
That's what I think it's all about, is like creating something new, something more accessible, something that's brighter for everybody. And I do believe like through art, whether that's like any art, to me is just anything that is positive, that brings you peace. And so like I know people who do all kinds of things. My mom used to say underwater synchronized basket weaving is like something, I'm like, that's art, you know, like anything, like everything is art if it brings you peace and it's positive. And so I think through art and collaboration and focusing on community is how we create that that brighter future for future generations. Because if we're not trying to make the world better for future generations, it's like, what are we here for, you know?
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
but is there anything else, like, do you have like anything really special you want to say to anybody, anything that's been on your mind?
Um, well, there's two things. One, I had written down that you said like how it aligns with morals and visions of a better world. And then my creative visionary brain is like, I want to like help create the projects. I know I can't do it all myself, so this is a call out, you know, that like anyone that resonates and like to come together, work together. But my one in the business sector is businesses for a better world, where it's our job to do what's best for the earth and building cooperation instead of corporations. So building a better world, and how do I make that my mantra every day, waking up? What can I do that's best for the earth?
Yeah.
And, you know, anybody watching, I think yes, ask yourself that question, write it down, journal about it, and we'll see that we all are going to come up with the same answers. And, you know, I ask for accountability and forward motion, like anything that is keeping us held back from moving forward, any fear of, you know, I've struggled with a fear of judgment and feeling self-conscious, or like so afraid to like launch projects and then not work. But it's that whole thing that if you don't do it, you won't know. And so I'll be perfectly honest, I'm scared, so scared. I'm scared for this world. I'm scared for my own self, for the projects and things when things are really deep on your heart. But I also, just in this conversation, the biggest thing I'll mention is I'm so inspired. Thank you so much for providing this space to share. And yeah, just being able to be heard and seen in this way and get excited. I get really excited about conversations and that are activating. And so to continue to activate, to do what we can, and don't let anything get in the way. No more division, no more separation. We all have one mission here, and it's to come together, it's to heal the earth and to heal each other through art and music and beauty and seeds. So yeah.
I appreciate you, like, you know, being honest and saying that you're scared. I think, you know, the opposite of fear is love. And so if you love unconditionally, there's always going to be, you know, during like the scariest times, there's going to be people who love you, who will help you like get through that. And yeah, and I love your music so much, Marielle. You're such like a gift to this world and to everybody who has the gift of hearing your music. If you got one more song in you?
Yeah, and I have precisely 6 minutes because my
Perfect.
phone will cut me off, which is great. If anybody, download your time. If you're staying on your phone too often, and have somebody else come up with the passcode, and you can put a lock on your phone that locks you out of Instagram and Facebook after like an hour. So that's what I've been doing lately to keep off my phone addictions. But you know what? In the spirit of it all, I was going to do an original, but I am going to do improv because that is what my heart loves to do. So we'll just see what flows through. What wants to flow through? What wants to flow through? We are a channel, a river, an ocean blue. And we're each a different hue, a different color, a spectrum. We're all somewhere on the spectrum. And sometimes it's hard for me to concentrate. And I'll be honest, I don't take enough time to meditate. But just know you're doing great. Sweetheart. Through stars and space. So here in this place, let's give ourselves grace, but also get out of this race. No more doing shit that doesn't line with love. And healing the earth. Let's make it our job to do what's best for the earth and each other. There's never been a better time in all of human history for this conscious, incredible awakening that's happening now. Love knows how, love knows how. Just follow. Everything's gonna be alright. Come together with the language of life and care about every single life. Now's the time, like the dandelions, to ground. Yeah.
Yay, beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you so much, Marielle, again for joining me. And I love your music. I love you. I'm wishing
Love
you the
you.
best as always. And I will definitely be reaching out to you because I want to collaborate with you
Yeah.
100%.
100%, yes, and connect the seeds in Louisiana to Ohio to the traveling musicianship, is really impactful too, because you can, yeah, so I'm excited for all the collaborations, and thank you everyone for watching, and thank you so much. I can't wait to hear all the other musicians you
Yes.
have and co-create. Thank you.
We'll see you later, Marielle.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Bam. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning in and for watching that. Marielle is just such an awesome person, so sweet, and just a I don't know, wonderful artist. I'm so grateful to have crossed paths with her. If you want to keep up with Marielle, you can follow her on Instagram at The Farming Artist. Her Facebook is for her band is Marielle and the Flowers. And then her personal Facebook is Marielle McIntosh. Um, And I guess that's it. Next week, I'm going to have my two wonderful friends, Unity Rising, Moon and Magic, are going to be joining us. I'm super excited for them. They are going to, I don't know, what they're going to jam. They're going to talk about, they created the Circus of Purpose, going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Unity Rising and just like these two awesome, wonderful, like I call them my soul fam. So Moon and Magic from Unity Rising will be next Sunday, 6:30 CST. So I will see you guys then. Peace, love, and light. Take care.